Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News for October 20th, 2016. An Attleboro High School student is bringing laughter to people across the nation in Saturday Night Live. Senior Allie Beard was recently chosen to be a freelance writer for the SNL Weekend update. We spoke with her to learn more.
I started being interested in comedy in middle school when my parents or my brother would just watch SNL all the time. They would have it on TV at home, and eventually when I watched it more and more, I thought, oh, maybe that's something that I could one day eventually try. When I write jokes or even sketches sometimes, I'll just look at headlines in the news and think of ways that I can kind of one-off them or relate them to other topical news stories to make a quick punchline. If I'm trying to write jokes for like a stand-up set, I will think more about people in my life that have done odd things, and I can just talk about like, hey, this is kind of strange, but I think it's funny, and I'll tell more a story about that.
I think one of the things that Attleboro High School does a great job of is getting kids to explore as many of their passions as possible, whether it be music, drama, athletics, and obviously their academic talents as well. We have an initiative here at the high school called Pride 5. It's personal responsibility, respect, individuality, determination, and excellence. And I think that this opportunity for Allie certainly ties into individuality. There aren't that many students out there that have the talents and the desire to be a comedian and a writer.
I once had my teacher, Miss Weinstein, read some jokes for me and just kind of give me her opinion, because she's a pretty funny lady. And she just suggested that I try to submit to SNL, as she had heard a friend of a friend had done a similar thing. So I immediately went home and did a ton of Google searching on, is this possible? How can it be done? And I did some networking and made some connections, and eventually was able to submit a packet.
I first saw Allie perform last June at the Blue Pride Community Showcase, which was an event that was organized by students to be able to raise some funds in the wake of a budget deficit. And we had a battle of the bands, we had artwork, and but Allie gave us a taste of her wonderful comedy routine through open mic. And that was the first time that I had seen her, and ever since I've been excited about following her possibilities. And lo and behold, we found out a couple of weeks ago that Saturday Night Live recognized those talents as well. Every
week I send in up to 5 weekend update jokes, so they're just quick 1 or 2 liners about stuff that's in the news. The producer will email every day a list of ideas that we can use, stuff that's topical, and then by Thursday afternoon I have to send in my jokes, and I won't know if they get chosen until the show airs. So the night of is really so exciting. My whole household just kind of gets together, and we kind of watch with the suspense and anticipation, and my friends are so supportive. They're always texting me oh, I'm staying up late just to watch and hopefully see your jokes, crossing my fingers for you.
One of the things that has been the most gratifying for me is to see the reaction of her classmates, how proud they are of her, how happy they are for her for this opportunity.
Definitely my parents have been so supportive of me throughout this whole process. It's a very unusual hobby, I guess. Not everyone my age is into this type of thing, and instead of just kind of encouraging me to go a more typical route of playing sports or something, they've really let me kind of find my own interests and my own paths, and they've supported me and kind of let me do what makes me happy. And I want to also thank my brother, who is also very supportive, and my teachers. I've never been an advice giver before. I've always been asking for advice, but I guess I would just say, don't be afraid to just take a risk. I had nothing to lose by submitting a packet. They weren't going to say, you have to stop writing immediately. They weren't going to take the pencil out of my hand. Nothing bad is going to happen if you try. So even if it seems impossible or daunting or scary, just go for it.
That's it for today's update. For DoubleACS News, I'm Austin Ricketts.